All right, this is the next installment in Unbecoming the Signs. This is Capricorn, so this makes it part 4. Started with Source, which was part 0. Unbecoming the Signs, you work your energy backwards. You find yourself in Ophiuchus after you realize what Source is, Source being 0. Ophiuchus is 1, Pisces with the feet will be 2, Aquarius is 3, now we're on 4. The significance of the number 4 in my system is 4 is a denotation of balance, but I always tell you balance is a trap. An analogy for the sign of Capricorn is the god of thought. They're heavy thinkers. They tend to want to play mind game level stuff, like they have to outthink their prey. If you go back and watch the other 3 parts of the series, you'll realize that the only thing that you're trying to dominate is your thoughts. So the best way to get out of the game is to find yourself as a thinker. In any of these signs and separation, the best way to get out of, the best way to unbecome the signs is to be the whole message. Again, resonance only. If you're stuck in your signs, if you're stuck in looking at everything from the sense of duality and separation, if you're enslaved to religions and different systems like that, this won't be for you. So don't even waste your energy until you're ready to stop wasting your energy. So again, what needs to happen is the sign needs to face itself, and then it needs to go through the process. So Capricorn, the heavy thinker, needs to face itself, and it really needs to ask itself, why does any of this shit matter? Why all these thoughts in my head? Why do I have to fight with them? So let's see what goes on from there. Capricorn faces itself. Fuck around and find out. FAFO, diversity. In this sense, where I told you Capricorn is trying to dominate its thoughts, look at it as not a negative connotation of domination, but more of a accomplishment. There are so many things going on in my head. I can be this and I can be that. You understand that? You get presented with too many options, and a lot of them have glamorization points in them. You tend to want to invest. This is what happens when Capricorn faces itself. It's trying to figure out which ones with an S on it of these thoughts it wants to give its energy. Look at these 2 numbers. 3 becomes 6. That thought will now double up. 3 will become 6. My thoughts will now become what I'm found in. My thoughts will traumatize me. Understand the word trauma. Trauma is basically the result of experience. That good, that bad stuff, that's on the user. Had delicious dinner, that's traumatic because now I want it again. Or now I don't want that no more because I don't want nothing to mess with that taste and that memory. Or I had nasty dinner and it's traumatizing and I don't ever want to go back again because I don't want to experience that. So traumas are double-ended. That's just the limitations of the user. So 3 and 6, the diversity of everything I can give my energy to can be overwhelming. My experience with this gentleman here, the king of shamans, basically was figure out who you are, or everything else will tell you what it wants you to be. That's where a lot of y'all are at. You're being dictated by your conditions instead of being the creator of where you're at. You understand that? Stop being the summation of what I'm going through and start being the reason why you stop going through altogether. But let your life tell your tale. So Capricorn face itself, and it's going to FAFO. It's going to fuck around and find out. What's 3 plus 6? 9. It's going to find out just how vibrational its thoughts are. And in the sense to where the thinker is responsible to the thoughts, if your thoughts are stronger than you, you're already in trouble. If your thoughts are stronger than you, you are already in danger. So now Capricorn needs to figure out, man, there's a lot of thoughts going on in my head. What did I miss? How did all these thoughts get here? So now Capricorn faces itself as Ophiuchus, the hidden one, the being wrestling with knowledge. What's knowledge in this case? All these thoughts that it could potentially become, basically will become knowledge. It's basically a lobbyist function. All these thoughts are saying, hey, no, come over here. I got a better deal for you. I want you to give me your energy so I can become an experience. And the thinker, Capricorn itself, is sitting there saying, you know what? That sounds like a good sales pitch. So where Capricorn now has to face itself in Ophiuchus, it needs to figure out whether giving its energy into all these thoughts is going to be a better definition for itself, or if it's going to change it altogether. Wow. I honor this. This is the Judgment card. It won't be revealed until you do it. That, my dear, is a divine trick. Divine trick. What's going to happen? I don't know. Come on, let's go find out. You understand that? Give me your energy, and then I'll let you know when you get to the end of your experience and everything be revealed. But you can't guarantee. You can't guarantee what's going on. No, can't make you no promises. But you can come on and try it anyway. That becomes a point of judgment. That becomes a point of judgment. That becomes a point of addiction. Hey, man, what's going to happen if I smoke that? I don't know. Smoke it and find out. Common sense will tell you, no, you don't need to do that. But curiosity to keep getting the cat killed, going to tell you, let me try it anyway. So Capricorn facing itself in Ophiuchus is really uncertain of what to do, and it's willing to take a chance on going in through the experiences and figure out what's at the end. That's the revelation point. It wants to go through and figure out what it can reveal. So, being honest with you, from my perspective and experience, Capricorn has already invested more energy into possibilities and probabilities instead of the surety of itself, which common sense would tell you, if you're already more glamorized by what somebody else is doing, you already have somewhat of self-esteem issues, if not some heavy end trauma. So let's just see if we can get an extra card for what the heavy end trauma that we're not seeing. This is outside of signs. This is just a trauma that is already presenting itself in the form of these signs. You're already stuck, stagnated, don't know what to hold on to. But in this sense, it's not what to hold on to, it's what should be let go. I don't know what to let go, and I'm holding on to all these thoughts, and they're killing me. 13, death. My potential of what them thoughts can show me has now taken all my energy. Could use an example, but I'm not going to do that. So now Capricorn has made a decision to invest in everything they can become. Remember, this is unbecoming the signs. You have to figure out how you got to where you're at. So Capricorn invested its energy into what it could become, knowledge, and now it's going to have to try and rule over everything it potentially can know. But if you've been following, it won't know what it's ruling over until it creates it. That's this revelation point. You won't know how to get to the end until you move. This is Glenda the Good Witch and Dorothy. Well, how do I find the wizard? Go down this yellow brick road and you'll find out. And then when you get there, oh, it was the shoes all the time. You mean you knew it was the shoes? Yeah, you just didn't ask the right question. Trickster. You tricked yourself. The possibilities and probabilities of what you can become tricked you into investing your energy. And now you're on a journey. Only you're going in two different directions. Really, three. You're going in two different directions, but you're moving away from self. Possibility A, possibility B, but I lost the reality of me. So Capricorn faces itself in Pisces. It won't see itself. All it sees is the potentials. It won't see itself. All it sees is the destruction that it ordered. This is the Tower card. I've already destroyed myself. What's going on inside the Tower? Kalima. I'm already one step away from destruction. But what am I getting ready to do? Take 2 steps at the minimum. I'm going to give 1 step this way, 1 step that way, which means I've already effectively destroyed myself. So Capricorn and Pisces only gave its potential to them sixes again, them traumas. And 1 + 6 is 7. Now I think it's me. So again, in this identity crisis, whatever is happening in this Capricorn energy that makes it so fearful of self will make it over aggressive at everything that it comes in contact with. And that is a Capricorn trait. Dominating, very, very competitive, very manipulative, and don't like to lose. So in the sense to where it figured it can make a gain by investing its energy into something else, it was willing to lose itself. So now Capricorn has already lost itself because Capricorn now faces itself in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of separation. I see myself, but I also see the stuff I want to get away with or away from. But what's the stuff you want to get away from? Everything that you created. How do you get away from everything that you created? You stop fucking creating. So in this sense right here, Capricorn is going to face itself as Aquarius, but it's still trying to get away from everything that already put it in danger. Kalima. The closest thing that, nowadays, the closest thing to divine masculine in divine feminine form. You understand that? The counterpart to Shiva. The most destructive form of Shakti. You understand that? So heavily imbued with destructive power that could nothing stop her except for her male counterpart. So she had to give up everything that kept her safe, and the only thing that brought her back into safety was another variation of her own danger. Her masculine energy, her destructive energy. My destructive powers is the only thing to keep me safe. See, that one day that I let go of my destructive power, y'all all gonna get it. Well, holy shit. You a ticking time bomb. You worried about us being in danger. Your ass ain't never safe. And that's how a lot of y'all are. And this is just not Capricorn. This is how a lot of y'all are. Remember, you are all signs until you stop breaking yourself apart and be the whole fucking message. Hey, resonance only. That's the only thing I can offer you, and anything I'm saying in my perspective is, how do you resonate? So, Capricorn now faces itself in Aquarius. You just trying to separate from everything that you think is a danger to you, but I'm telling you, it's all within. Ain't nothing out here that can harm you more than you harming yourself. Energetic investment. That's how. Stop investing your energy into things that you potentially are going to have to try and control, and learn reciprocity. Don't cost me any energy. Reciprocity should not cost energy. But let your life tell your tale. So Capricorn faces itself in Aquarius, and it's only going to try and find a way to control the separation. It's only going to try and find reality and illusion. Like a lot of y'all do. See, I accept that as my reality. But sir, ma'am, it's an illusion. I know, but it's real to me. Then you the fakest motherfucker in your own life. Because within an illusion, nothing's real. Oops, but your righteous ass are trying to justify the separation. Holy shit, there's now 2 ones. There's now 2 ones. But it's still all me. See, it's still all me. I'm a collective consciousness that can't even collect my own consciousness, let alone get along with everybody else that I have now produced as a part of my separation. But we're all one. Righteously destroying yourself. Righteously destroying yourself because you are both the judge and the motherfucking jury and executioner. You are Archangel Michael. I am the sword of God. Wait a minute. What's God? Generator, operator, destroyer. I'm generating an experience that I'm going to operate through, but that shit might destroy me. How is it destroying me? Hi, I'm the sword. Wait a minute. You mean I'm destroying myself? Yeah, but you don't recognize you, so you're going to probably tell yourself it's me. There's no way I did this to myself. Yeah, it's you. Lack of accountability, it ain't gonna fucking change. Lack of accountability will have you giving your ability into creating another account that your dumb ass need balance with. Oops. Work until you realize that work is a condition of separation. And don't get me wrong, within this realm, Wholeness Goddess, within this realm, we've sold ourselves down so many paths that you have to learn to get out of the conditions. But that enslaved mentality of figuring I have to do more so that I get to position of doing less is another condition of separation. But until the majority stops acting like the minority, you got to start somewhere. So you'll never hear me tell you, just quit your job and don't work. No, just start doing things that you love so that your work don't become a job. You understand that? Just change the way you think and then find different ways to reduce your egoic footprint. Damn, I ain't said that in about 10 years. Reduce your egoic footprint. Stop investing your energy into the things that we've been tricked and told that we have to have, and then figure out what you really, really desire. Not need, desire. And then go from there. Again, let your life tell your tale. So, intergalactic, I hear you. Been that single father route before a couple times. Not anymore. Most of my kids are in their 30s now. But you won't get back to how you was as 6-year-old. I understand what you're saying. We talk about this all the time. We wish things were the way they was. Shit, I just left Sam's. I spent almost a fucking G in that bitch. Deep freezer still ain't full. Get it? Don't invest yourself in trying to get back to what's no longer there. Maintain your present and figure out where you're going. And this most important dirty word here, why? Because you can't bring the past into the present because you want the past to become the future. That's a cyclic loop of negated energies. Just stay present, see this shit for what it is, and figure out whether you're investing in maintaining this system or if you are maintaining you. You stop looking. See, again, and I know you're new to me, and so I'm not trying to be facetious and an asshole to you. You stop the rhetoric of thinking that everything requires a journey. The best way to keep a fool looking is tell him that he has to go see. And I don't mean to call you a fool, but the best way to fool somebody into looking is telling them that they got to go find something. See, you got to go find out who you are. But wait a minute, who am I? Shh, don't worry, you'll find out. It'll all be revealed. No, I need to be still and figure out exactly what I am. Why do I think the way I do? Why do I desire the way I desire? Why do I have around me who I have around me? Why don't I have around me who I don't have around me? Why? And then when you figure out WHY, you start seeing YOU. I promise you that. Tried to teach that class all last year with that Phoenix Firewheel grid. It's time to get out of the Phoenix fires. But too many people love being burnt because they learned the delicious smell of energy. And as an energy eater, some of y'all stink. Sorry. Just being honest with you. Some of y'all smell like death. Sorry. So, where were we? We were in Aquarius. You're going to justify the separation, which means you now have to face yourself. Wholeness. You now have to face yourself because, again, after Aquarius comes Capricorn. When we're doing Spellbreaker, the signs are in reverse. Always. I'm the reflection of all things. Myself in sickness, so I have to have a straight up talk with myself. You won't get pandering and pussyfooting and love and lighting here. You get raw energy. So you now, after you left Aquarius, you face yourself as Capricorn. This is the reading for Capricorn. Capricorn faced itself in the beginning and saw that there was too much shit going on. This was so much stuff going on. This is the diversity. There's so many options. It has already been revealed that the only thing you ordering from taking all these options is your own destruction. But if you love your destruction, sadist, spiritual BDSM, what you hear me call it, spiritual BDSM, ooh, beat me daddy. If you can justify the beatings that you're going to take from experience, and now I think this experience is going to help correlate that experience, so now I can produce this experience, and the only common word is experience, you experiencing everything else except for yourself. I take that back. You're experiencing your separation. Oops. So you done justify separating yourself. Now you got to face yourself again. In this reading, what I would love to see is that the end of the game is right here. You know what? Fuck that. I love me more than anything else out here. But it's going to be a divine lie. This is going to be why you love the right to create more than you love the right to be still. Oops. Oops, it's a fucking journey. You're going to create time. Why are you going to create time? This is the field of time. Why? Because of Archangel Metatron. I have the divine right to create a story. Oof, please do. They listen to you more than they listen to me. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I mean, people don't like either one of us, but they'll listen to you more than they listen to me. You got titties. So, the divine journey. But what's the divine journey? Growth. What do you mean growth? I'm investing my energy into all these thoughts, which means I am now sponsoring my own cancer. Sadaf, that person's trying to contact you now, but you're too busy wasting your time in here. Get off of here. They'll contact you. They won't contact you. You too busy, Capricorn, when you face yourself. You prepared to go on this journey. Why? Because I'm the lion and the wolf. I'm the lion, Lying, and the wolf, pretending to be a sheep. Oops. Because you keep asking the same dumbass question. Told you. You play stupid games, you get stupid prices in here. Don't come in here and ask me questions about what somebody else doing. I don't know that motherfucker. Call them and find out. Real talk. Now, back to my reading. How to unbecome your signs by using your common sense. You have to face yourself and figure out, what the fuck am I growing? I'm growing my own cancers. How am I growing my own cancers? By investing my energy into anything that is pulling me apart. Because here's something for you. If what you're looking for isn't holding you together, why are you chasing it so that you can pull yourself apart? See, that's the answer for you. Is he going to come back? Is he leaving? If you got to go ask yourself these questions, you done already fooled you. Y'all got to get out of this bullshit of chasing people and giving people space to do you dirty. It's only a reflection of you doing dirt to yourself. Learn motherfucking prosody. There is no need for attachment. There is just the even flow of energy. But when I got to check on the karmic ideals of somebody else to see whether they for me or not for me, I done already been not for myself. Huh? Shh, don't worry. You'll get that in about 10 years. So, Capricorn, you done face yourself and you ready to go on a spiritual journey because I think I'm defined by my experiences. But how do you create the experiences? By losing the definition of myself. Look at the word definition. To be defined. D means less. To be less than fine. But I'm okay. Keep on defining yourself in others. You'll be okay. Safe mode. Safe mode, out here trying to find your fires. Be your own flame. Capricorn, you're about to go find Sagittarius. You're about to go find yourself in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the hunter. Holy shit. Sagittarius is the hunter in here looking for somebody else when they could be better served finding themselves. Know thy worth. Because if I find me, say this with me, I'm too busy being motherfucking delicious. I ain't got to look for nobody. Them motherfuckers looking for me. So, you going to have to figure out Capricorn and Sagittarius. You out here about to go on a journey. Holy shit, we just told you, Capricorn, when I face myself, I'm about to create a spiritual journey. A path of ascension. What is ascension? Movement from a base point. What's base point? Source. Remember, this is unbecoming the illusion of separation. If I was the source, the base point, and I'm only going on a journey to find me somewhere else, I've already committed to losing me. So Capricorn gonna sign up for the spiritual journey by becoming the mutable fire. I can't even speak for my own energy. I can't even speak for my own energy, but I'm inundated with everybody else's. The only thing I'm connected to is them six, trauma. This is the element of waters. The everything that has my potential for creation, waters is creation. The only thing that has the potentials for my creation is the creation of everything that's put me in separation. Huh? Where they do that at? Planet Earth. Keep on sponsoring, voting, creating, imbuing, signing up for, contracting yourself to the same people and systems that only keep you in separation. I mean, you ain't ready to hold yourself together. You got more empathy for the bullshit out here that's tearing you apart than for your own self. Holler at me in November if you don't understand that. Oh, God. See what I'm saying? You know, you don't even got to wait till September. All you got to do is watch this fool right here. He got more empathy for the same shit than to pull them apart. And now they can't hold themselves together. And now they come in here with paragraphs. And lies in their own name. Wisdom and understanding. Holy sheep shit. I've never seen such a shit. So you done went on a journey because you can't find yourself and you want others to take them with you. So you right back at knowledge again. See, here's the word about wisdom. Wisdom is the result of knowledge put in application. But if all you know is Santa Claus is real and you become wise enough to speak on it, are you really wise at all, or are you just another fool? Shh, take your time and answer that one. See, if what you think you know really isn't what is there to know, but yet you become wise enough to speak on it, You're just a wise fool. Because you have no understanding. You just stand under everything to keep you under subjugation and sucking out your energy. But that's all right, because Capricorn got to go right back into Ophiuchus. What was Ophiuchus? I'm hiding from myself and I'm out here arguing with what I know. Because again, like I told that fool yesterday, if what you know is what you really knew, you wouldn't be in here. But they'll never get that. That's called fanaticism. When you have to get out here and try and colonize somebody else because you can't control yourself, that's called colonization. So you're going to get out here and try and colonize what you think you know, Capricorn. You're going to get out here and argue with yourself in separation about what's the safest thing to know. Think about what I just said. You're arguing with yourself in separation about what's the best thing to know in separation, aka which part of me do I need to accept to feel real. You can't, Giselle. He can't do reading either, though. He can't go back into the 1600s and figure out that there was no J. But let's not do that. So you need to face yourself and understand that what you know is not what you know at all. And it's just a fucking illusion. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. It's just an ill use of ions. And when you have an ill use of ions, not only are you sick, but the energy around you is cancerous. And you have to let your life and the life of that which you support tell that tale. More destruction has come in the name than peace. Ain't even worth it. Not even gonna waste my energy. So it's an ill use of ions. I'm only connected to the struggle. Why am I connected to the struggle? Hell is real. Okay. Why am I connected to the struggle? Because I've invested more into the fear of what they gave me as a struggle. So I use the fear of what they gave me as a struggle as what's going to give me peace. Because as long as I'm a good boy and I don't do bad things, I won't go to hell. While living in hell and sponsoring the energy to help create the conditions that are far worse than anything you can find in any of them motherfucking councils and creeds. But too stupid to stop. That's what fear does. Fear makes you invest in your own destruction because it only makes you safe food. Fear will make a motherfucker stay on a plantation because it's better to be a slave. Oops. So, you done faced yourself. But I choose the illusion. I choose to give my energy into everything that I can't see. Why? The divine truth. Here, you'll hear me often say that there is no truth in this realm. The only truth that you're going to get me to say at this moment in my time is the divine truth is that most motherfuckers don't want to see themselves, so they need to invest in something else to pin the fucking blame on. In order to pin the blame on something else, you already got to assign somebody else to receive the glory. This is, well, yeah, it is schizophrenia, but it's a little bit deeper than that. But this is mental disassociation from self, which you could classically and easily find because you got placed into a field where you wasn't enough and it showed you too much and you fell in love with more, which automatically made you less. Somebody got that. You understand that? So when everything around you is now pushing off more than you are for yourself, you fall in love with that shit. And now you need to get rid of everything else that does not support it. Sound mind from insane brains. Sounds like a contradiction. So you finna get out here and try and destroy everything that don't look like you. Only you don't look like what you believe in. But you can draw pretty pictures based off of what somebody told you you're supposed to see. I told you motherfuckers this about 14 years ago. In about 5 years, Mickey Mouse will be God. Because that's how gullible you motherfuckers are, becoming in belief. The fact that you're too scared to believe in yourself, you motherfuckers will keep creating concepts to give your energy to, without realizing that the motherfuckers that keep writing and rewriting the scripts are only sucking out your energy and then sending your dumb ass out into the field to do shit like you doing. Sound mind. Indeed. So, you out here, Capricorn and Scorpio. Capricorn and Scorpio, the two gods. Capricorn is the god of thought. Scorpio is the god of doing, god of accomplishment. God, and I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to destroy everything that gets in my way. Think about what I just said. One wants to think his way through. The other one said, get everything out of my way. Is that not endangerment? You in a room, and Jason come walking in. You're going to go through the wall if you have to. Why? Because the amount, here, that dirty word again, the amount of fear in you means that I need everybody else to be scared just like me. The amount of fear that I have in myself needs to be sold to others so that we all just do the same. COVID showed you motherfuckers that shit. COVID showed you that. Just do what they telling us to do. The government knows best. When has the government ever known best? See, you can lose your common sense and start using your common fear, and then you'll sound smart to yourself even when you look stupid. So you look stupid to yourself because you're trying to tell yourself the safest thoughts to get rid of. But the safest thoughts I need to get rid of are already getting rid of me. Did you catch that? Capricorn and Scorpio. I'm trying to get rid of the thoughts that are getting rid of me. But here, let me help you. I'm trying to get rid of the thoughts that are getting rid of me in the possibility of becoming the thoughts. This was double sabotage. This is when you are now, damn, I had this conversation yesterday too. A lot of people have run into family members and friends who tried to tell them something, but they weren't ready to hear it. And then 10 to 20 years later, they come back eating crow. See, you tried to tell me, but I just wasn't ready to hear it. Like this fool here. You tried to tell me, but, you know, like the Vatican just told us the other day, Jesus ain't coming back right now. He might not come back. And y'all dumb enough to fall for that shit. Wait a minute. You mean y'all had a conversation with Jesus and he told y'all he ain't coming back? So, two things. He's already in communication with y'all, but he's still watching this shit show go on? Or did you, B, do what y'all always do? Make up more words. Fake history. Exposed. Cuckoo, cuckoo. So, you only gonna try and get rid of the thoughts that are actually trying to save you? Like, look, man, you got so much energy, man. But I'm telling you, you're doing it to yourself. So you trying to get rid of the parts of you that are here to save you. I wrote a story about this, I think in 2019. It's called Internal Demons. And I'll repost it here. It's already on here, but I'll try and find it and repost it. And it's about how people call things demons and stuff like that. But it's really the part of you that is tired of watching you lie to yourself. But because you used to lie to yourself, you now look at that part of you as a liar too. And so you demonize them. See, you just want me to do something different and I'm comfortable in my struggle. Holy shit, I'm comfortable in my what? Struggle. See, you don't hear the spells you put on yourself every day. See, the struggle ain't bad. It's getting better. Why is it a struggle? Because we allow and we authorize this condition. So when you find Capricorn dealing with its Scorpio energy, instead of getting rid of everything that's destroying me, why don't I get rid of the parts of me that is destroying myself? Holy shit, self-accountability. But I doubt it. I doubt it. See, revelation was there. Remember, we said at Ophiuchus, all you got to do is get to the revelation point and figure out how to use better judgment. When Capricorn faces itself, God of thought versus God of thought with action. You have to face yourself. You were the greatest magician in your own life. You was the illusionist. You are the only alchemist in your life. You are the only thing manipulating you. But the thing that is manipulating you is that you keep on giving your energies to manipulation. And when you give your energies into manipulation, that's called manifestation. And that's how you create gods. Damn. I've been practicing the occult since late 2013. I've had contact, call it crazy if you want to. I've had contact with probably over 400 different deities. Over my 14 years, or 11 years, I should say. I've had contact with over 400 different damn fucking deities. A lot of them I never knew it fucking existed until I started doing research on them. And you want to speak to me about one that got written into a book by a bunch of fucking Kabbalistic tradesmen before I get banned. Know the spell or get placed up under it. Know the manipulation or keep being the motherfucking manifestation of everything that's manipulating you. Sheep waiting on a shepherd, but steadily getting sheared. And you taste delicious with motherfucking rice. Keep on, I'm gonna get off this live and I'm gonna give you what you're asking for. Don't play with me. So, you understand? You out here and you face yourself as Scorpio, you're trying to get rid of everything that's destroying you. It's you. It's you. Yes, but no. Gabrielle, yes, but no. I too fell prey to a lot of mental constructs that told you that this wasn't safe and that wasn't safe and this has to be this. No, that can't be your ancestor, baby. That's just the Lord speaking through you. You understand what I'm saying? When you get taught, hi, I'm 53. When you get taught, grew up in the 70s, so it's a different time. You can't do that. You ain't seen no ghost. You ain't seen no spirit. Only the Lord can speak. You see, when you buy into fear minds, give into a fear mind from a deranged mind that was scared of the mind that was there. You understand what I'm saying? When you get taught how to have fear, you become the fear you got taught. So then when you run into things that are in your scope of awareness, but you're not aware of it, you're too scared to know. And I'm sorry if that contrarianism mess with you. But when you see shit that is now trying to say, hey, you too old for this shit. Quit playing this game. But you too busy holding on to books and scriptures and shit like that, you'll run from it. And even, like I said, I've been doing the occult. I don't even really call it. I'm not even I'll be labeled as an occultist, but magic isn't necessary. Magic is me. I'm a spirit in remembrance of self. Let's do that. Exactly. I'm a spirit in remembrance of self. So in coming into the current stage of remembrance of myself, I put my foot out into a whole bunch of different formats of the occult and magic, read a lot of books, practiced a lot of different levels, chaos magic, ceremonial magic, dabbled in a little bit of hoodoo, dabbled in a little bit of Wiccan, dabbled in a little bit of shit that probably ain't got labels that I probably should not have touched but did anyway. Why? Because I was a seeker. But when I fucked around and found out that, holy shit, that which I was seeking was already seeking me. And it was me. Stop playing the games. Within the illusion of separation, everything that you invest your energy to, invest in taking it. So therefore, as a creative mind with an imagination, the only word missing from imagination is the C. Imagination is nothing but the images in action. You just can't see them. And when you're under umbrellas of containment, such as abusive religions and shit like that, you're taught not to look. But when you remove them umbrellas and you now see what's there, if you still have Christian-based mindset of fear, I don't care if you ATR and ordained and I'm a high priestess and I'm a mambo or a yami and all this other shit. If you still have that inkling of Christian fear deep within there, when you run into that shit, you run backwards. But when you disregard from all the shit, because all the shit is me in separation. I don't want separation. I want wholeness. So I don't need to invest in none of this shit. I only invest in me. Now, let's see the parts of me that honor that. You understand that? If I am manifested in separation, let me see the parts of me that know that this shit's an illusion too. Now we can get together and be whole. Not let me get together, but I'm going to still worship them and work under them. And I'm going to still be the parts of me because I worship them, because even though I know I'm source, I'm still a child of God or the Most High. You still put yourself in separation. You can't be source and outsource at the same motherfucking time. Get it together. Get it together. The only thing you're doing is manipulating yourself. It's all your magic. But if you're scared of your magic, you're going to create something else to give it to. Even when somebody else is smart enough to take what you created and use it against you. Now you're going to hell, blah, blah. Do your research. So, back to the reading. Capricorn has now faced itself in Scorpio. Only thing it saw was its own manipulation. Holy shit, I'm using my own energy against myself. And if I'm using my energy against myself to break myself apart, how can I fucking expect to be held together? Don't. But I can find balance. I'm a being of balance. Holy shit. That means you just sold yourself back into duality. Balance is positioning between two things. I'm going to justify my past and my present, and that's going to help me create the future. No, your past was the the results of the experiences you invested in. Your present is your choice. Your present is your choice to make another move. This is chess. Knight took pawn. So the pawn's off the board. You can't use that pawn no more. Your past is a pawn. And it really is. Your past is a pawn to get your energy to keep you moving on the chessboard. What's the chessboard? Thoughts with invested energy to create a fucking experience. That is how you get separation. That is how you create signs. That is how you create everything in an illusion. So you're already in the mood and created an illusion. Now you just want to try and find balance with the illusion, which means you just want to accept reality within the illusion. Capricorn and Libra, you just want to accept shit because you don't want to make change. I know what I've been through and you can't take it from me. Not trying to take you from you. I'm just trying to tell you, stop taking yourself there. But it's your free will. It's your free will to move across that road. Which came first? The chicken or the egg? Both of them taste delicious. And to the energy eater, who gives a fuck? Give me both. It's your right to issue yourself. You're going to trick yourself. You hold the keys to the crossroad. You hold the keys to the crossroad. What do you mean I hold the keys to the crossroad? It's your choice to move. But what happens if I move? You're going to need to find balance. Why I got to find balance? Because you moved. You are now in multi-dimensionality. When you move away from yourself, you are now in juxtaposition of wherever your destination is. Holy shit, you went on that journey they told you about. Sorry if it's pea soup to some of y'all, but I know it's not to a lot. When you take your ass on the journey, you're going to need to establish balance until you close the whole account. Whole, H-O-L-E. I don't need to have an attachment or anything else. I just need to have awareness. Try this. Awareness of me will keep me from the knowledge of you. Now, I need to know who you are so I can be aware of how to move. Reverse curse. So you out here in Libra, Capricorn and Libra, using your free will to end up creating nothing. Only nothing is everything in this room. You can create reality and illusion, but it ain't nothing. But to the mind that is only invested in the illusion, it becomes everything. Same thing like I told you about why there is so many different deity sets and why for my melanated people. And as somebody who has wholeheartedly in my occult work with angelic vibrations, you can't take that from me. You understand what I'm saying? I've worked with angelic vibrations, but if you understood the story behind the angels, if you get back to my Afura Khan people, they wasn't there. There was no demons. There was no angels. But yet, when that corrupted mindset took over the ideology of the planet, they all became real. Why? Because this is a mental projection of the dominating force in control. He who writes the story creates everything within the script. So now you can call on and summon and meet them and see, be ye not afraid and all this other stuff. But you ain't never heard our ancestors in antiquity. You can write that shit in there now. Hell, they wrote in a lot of shit in fucking councils and creeds in the 300s and 400s. Jesus went from being born in 33 to being at the beginning of the time, being an amalgamation of creation, not real, real, maybe real. Who gives a fuck? Who really gives a fuck? Because if he ain't here, he's useless. I'm sorry. Try that in your relationship. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you counting on them and they don't show up, and you keep counting on them, you the fucking fool. You establish some balance with something that ain't got no fucking account for you. I don't know you, my child. I don't know you, but you keep asking for me. Maybe you're using the wrong pin code. Sorry, 2 more attempts and you're gonna get locked out. Sorry, reincarnate again. Sorry, can't check your balance because you opened in the wrong account. What do you mean open the wrong account? Go back and recycle. Capricorn faces itself in Virgo. Go back and recycle. You done got caught in the headlights. Your lights have been blinded by who is controlling your energy. This is a realm designed under supreme Virgo energy. Taking your traumas and trying to make your next move to stay out of the traumas by including the traumas that you needed to get out of. Huh? Taking your traumas and using them to make your next move so that you can get out of the traumas that made you move in the first place. Not only was traumas a common word, movement was the other one. So what's moving you? Your traumas. What's Capricorn? Trying to outthink whatever I'm facing. Capricorn in Virgo is only trying to outthink its traumas. I'm going to reclaim my time, or I need vindication and reclamation. No, this shit's already occurred. Let it go. Your past does not know you until your dumb ass keep reintroducing yourself to it. Sorry that little Timmy whooped your ass when you was 3. Sorry, you're past that. P-A-S-T and P-A-S-S-E-D. You passed. The fact that you're here means you won. Now, if you keep losing yourself to that experience, that's all on you. That's all on you. Laziness. You didn't find balance. You just was too lazy to rule over yourself, so now the past keep ruling over you. This is the Emperor. This is the mind. This is Aries. My head stay on fire. What I just tell you the Capricorn was trying to do? Figure out how to control the traumas, which means now the traumas already control you, because if you were here probably about 40 minutes ago, I told you this was all the thoughts wanting the right to be. How does a thought have the right to be? By creating experience. What is a trauma? An experience in process or progress. That's all a trauma is. Trauma is an experience already had. Not bad, not good. That's inclination of use by weak ass users. Sorry. So if you too lazy to rule over your mind, something else will do it for you. Holy shit. Remember what I told you what the shaman said? Figure out who you are, or everything else in this realm will tell you what it needs you to be. Damn. Sound like a presidential election. Sorry. So you out here going through cycles of doing the same shit because you just need a new ruler, which means you ain't ready to set yourself free because you ain't got enough rule for yourself. Oops. So let me move on. Jesus. Still didn't hear. He still didn't show up. Sorry. Oops. So Capricorn is now facing itself as the reason why everything's taking place. The fucking ego. Leo. The sun. That which gives life. Capricorn, you gave life to all these traumas. Oh, there's no way I did this. That's what your ego will tell you. But I'm going to tell a motherfucker about themselves. No, you're only telling you. You should be only talking to yourself at this moment because this is all you. But the Capricorn and Leo that still needs somebody to fight with, is only going to end up fighting with itself in the name of love. And I already told y'all what love is. L-O-V-E, loads of vast energy. I have my own alphabetic code from working with spirits. L is lowered, as in dimensionality. You lower yourself. O is outside of self. You lowered yourself outside of. V, the vastness. E, of your own existence. And that's what love is. You take yourself out of your plentifulness and you put yourself everywhere. See, I love hard. I love unconditionally. But, I'm sorry, but is a condition. But also makes you an ass. So you love what you created, even though it's telling you it's destroying you. Because what I tell you got all your energy, that's 6. Your traumas. Hello, military folks. I got your 6. That means I got your back. The thought said, I got your 6. I got your back. What do you mean you got my back? Shh. Just later, baby. Back shots. Being fucked over by your thoughts. Well. And that's pretty much everybody in this realm, myself included. I'm still here. I'm still in manifestation. But I'm also in awareness. Fuck knowledge. So, take that. So, you done already hit your Leo energy. You out here trying to rule over what you love. What do you love? Going back and doing the same shit over and over, expecting fucking different results. You love the definition of insanity. That's really what it is. What do you mean? What comes before Leo? Cancer. I love making myself sick. It's a crab. What do crabs eat? Dead, nasty ass fucking chicken. Sorry, I crab. I haven't done it in a while, but I can go crabbing. Put some dead ass chicken out there and watch them motherfuckers come out the marsh. Stupid. Just eat anything that's out there dead. Holy shit, you mean they're their own cancer? Yeah. They already in a shell of protection and they're very good at hiding, but the smell of death keeps on calling me. So Capricorn faces itself as its own sickness, cancer. That's where it should have met its fear. 3 and 5. The thoughts are the only thing moving it. 5 is movement. The thoughts are the only thing moving it. But holy shit, at this time, that should be the end of the game. If the thoughts are the only thing moving me, who the hell am I? Am I the subject of the thoughts or am I the thinker? 98% of y'all gonna say I'm the subject of my thoughts. I don't know how to think for myself. Let them tell us what to do. Wear a mask. Take the shot. Vote. They're only gonna kill us quicker. Do it anyway. We don't want our own freedom. We need masters to keep on killing us. We like being enslaved. You your own cancer. Your fear will have you out here calling in everything else that's gonna kill you because you ain't ready to live for yourself. 3 + 5, 8. You are your own struggle. It's all in your head. It's all in your head because you too lazy to stop making the choices of manipulating yourself because you love the fear. You have a sexual perversion to fear. Spiritual BD motherfucking SM. Beat me daddy. Abuse, self-abuse, self-sabotage. So now you getting right here, and Capricorn is now going to face itself in separation again. Capricorn will find itself in Gemini. Because see, I done found out how to master duality is by going into duality. I've mastered duality by going into duality. Not only is that 4, that's also a 22. You are going to build your own mousetrap. I'm going to build a better mousetrap on trapping myself because I know how to get out by setting myself free. How are you going to set yourself free? By going into the cage. I used to watch Supernatural, and I saw an episode the other day. It was, if you know Supernatural, it was, they had Lucifer in the cage, the one thing Lucifer couldn't get out of. And then Sam and Dean went into the cage, knowing good and well, you don't go into a motherfucking cage with Lucifer. Not on that show. So they went into the cage with Lucifer, and Lucifer do what Lucifer do, trick their asses. So if you went into the field of danger expecting to be more dangerous than what's already a known danger, you a fool. You a fool. Knowledge got you fucked up. Knowledge got you fucked up because your magic ain't greater than the person who's already in the position of knowing the trap. Lucifer know every ounce of the trap. He just can't get free. You understand that? So then when you step into Lucifer's cage, but Lucifer know the cage better than you know it, you at Lucifer's mercy. You understand that? So when you in Gemini and you choose to build within the trap that already got you trapped, but I'm going to use the trap as what's going to get me free. Because see, on page 97, that's just a book of spells. And yeah, it got my ancestors fucked up, but I'm smart enough to get free. Dumbasses. You cannot use what got you enslaved as what's going to set you free. Dumbasses. But knowledge will get you fucked up. The only thing you knowing is another version of your ego trying to tell you how to use what was used against you, which means you're now using you against yourself. Duh. And now you Taurus. Capricorn and Taurus stuck like Chuck in your own shit. Stuck like Chuck in your own shit. And holy sheep shit. You done used your own power to create death for yourself. You done used your own power and your own potential to heal yourself as now what's going to harm you. Why? I ran myself through cycles 1 through 9. I gave up my potential by connecting to the thoughts that trapped me and made me move, and now it only traumatized me, but I think this is who I am, but I'm now struggling in my head and I got control. Struggling in your head with your thoughts, but you got control. Please book a fucking reading. I'll help you. But will you listen? So you get out here and creating death for yourself, but you calling it life. You stuck in your own shit. Why? Because my mind is on fire. I am stuck in choosing between enslavement and enslavement, but one of them gonna set me free. It's not going to happen. So you only become Capricorn and Aries, the god of thought and the god of war. So guess the only thing you're going to think about? War. I'm only fighting with myself, and I'm going to figure out how to stop fighting with myself, me versus me, so I can set myself free. But holy shit, if I'm fighting with myself, one of them going to lose. But which one was me? Neither. You already lost before you stepped in the fucking cage. You were already lost before you stepped into the battle of me versus me, because the only way to conquer me is to master myself. And if I master myself, I've already enslaved another part of me. Oops. 2 + 3. But you're passionate about burning yourself. I'm connected to that thought. What did I tell you was running the show? Them threes, them thoughts. The only thing I'm connected to is them thoughts, and they gonna show me the best way to burn me. Because as long as I'm burning me the right way, spiritual BDSM again. Ooh, it feel good, daddy. I'm always around in some form or another. So when you get out here and you face yourself as Aries, what were you passionate about? This is the element of fire. How bright are you burning? Remember I told you, Phoenix energy, taking myself through cycles of hurting myself so I can learn to get out of the hurt, but not smart enough to get out of the cycle of hurt altogether. That's all it is. It's a Phoenix cycle. But this is the realm of Phoenixes, and girl, I'm in my Phoenix phase. You damn right. You really are. Burning brightly, smelling like death. Delicious death. So this ends right here, where Capricorn has now ran through these signs of separation and is like, holy shit, I'm only passionate about death because knowledge based in fear is the only thing I love, but it only showed me not strong enough to rule over myself, spiritually lazy, but it's my free will to manipulate myself into illusions that only keep me stuck in death because I'm more empathetic about going on a spiritual journey, growing cancers, that I keep on justifying with my righteousness, even though Kali Ma is me. Chaos is order and order is chaos, but it's still me nonetheless. If you can't catch me at my high, you don't need me at my low. Shut up. But it's already been revealed that you got bad judgment, but you keep on fucking around and finding out, because as long as there's more for you to do, your dumb ass will never be still. Which means you got to own up to that shit. I won't be still. Holy shit, spiritual ADHD. I won't be still. So Capricorn, if I got to rule over the thought to keep me moving, I got to learn how to stop fighting with me. So stop fighting with yourself, Capricorn, and love you. Stop enslaving yourself to what you think you know. This is the Leviathan. Remember I told you what Ophiuchus is? It is the being wrestling with knowledge. The Leviathan is a being of knowledge. Been demonized in my dealings with him. Demonized as fuck. Could tell you some shit that you probably ain't wanting to hear. But you're going to be enslaved either way. Whether you trust in what the Leviathan is telling you, a being of separation, or whether you invest in what God gonna show you, a being of separation, both of them motherfuckers is you in a journey of seeking yourself, but giving all the rights and responsibilities to what your mind helped create. Stop destroying yourself. But I digress. So this was Unbecoming the Signs, Capricorn. Stop enslaving yourself to what ain't saving you, while you're too busy out here trying to save others with false wisdom and very little understanding. Shots fired. Wholeness.